There's huntsman work, and then there's work that only a huntsman can stomach. In Mistral, you'll get both kinds. Full of thieves and assassins, this is a region where the people can be just as, if not more, dangerous than the Grimm. If you don't know how to watch yourself, a wrong back alley can swallow you up just as easily as a manticore. It's the type of place where secrets live in the open. Perfect for the brazen sort to make an unscrupulous living. Unlike Vacuo, this isn't where people go to disappear. It's where they go to make empires. Hidden amongst the winding mountains and in the belly of the underworld, you're sure to find them. Just make sure you don't stick your nose too far where it doesn't belong.
Hey, welcome. This is episode 5, question mark, of the Grimm campaign, I think. So let's recap. I'm Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Asher. Give me a recap on session 4.
Oh, this is what I was the least comfortable with. Okay,
do it.
Let's see. So we started off our journey a little hungover from the night before, and as we made our way
I was fine.
into the hedges. Yes, except for
I was very hungover.
That Diet Grape soda hangover.
I attempted to steal some things. Didn't go well. Definitely probably would have stolen it had I used the correct stats, but whatever. We hopped into this little seedy dust shop that was guarded by an overactive kid with a big sword. Astra started interrogating the shopkeeper while I went to watch her back, but ended up speaking with the kid who we had a very interesting dialogue exchange while Pike attempted to swap the little mini tokens.
Which
I'm
is
going
so
back
confusing.
before this campaign is over.
I don't throw this term around lightly. I might call that low-key gaslighting. just a little bit.
Well, I attempted to get some information from the kid, which we got some.
Yeah,
pretty good.
his digits.
Oh yeah.
That's right, you got some boy
weird.
digits.
Oh yeah, Phoenix became your
Okay,
comms guy.
Why me?
Because Asher would never want to deal with it, and it's really fun to steal your scroll.
Gave my
So yeah, now Taupe
gave a
is blowing
kid
up your
my
phone
number.
all the time.
Yep.
So that's cool. And what else? What else happened? You guys went deeper into the hedges.
Deeper into the hedges. We were starting to attract the wrong kind of crowd, but then we caught a sight of a shady-looking drug dealer, so we went and I showed him the
He
coin.
didn't say he was dealing drugs.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, we got there.
I think Phoenix took some. He doesn't even remember. He doesn't even remember what happened.
Oh, no.
We just said he was shady.
I showed him the coin, hoping that just information would just come forth, but instead, I had to pretend like I knew exactly what this guy was talking about. So that was
You did great.
that was fun. We found out that a new boss has taken over, and it's kind of disrupted the drug supply lines. So then we made our way. We heard that stuff was going down in the north. We met up with our good friend Not Crow. At the gate and found out that some people were going off and not coming back, and we decided to go explore, and that's when Phoenix got some more digits.
Oh yeah, you guys made a new best friend, Daff. He's very happy to have some huntsman friends. He's been on rough times lately. Yeah, so that's.
And then we made it to looks like a dig site that had been collapsed. We found out from information that it looks like it had been intentionally collapsed with like a dust explosion. And there was the name of a company that I probably should have. Pastelco.
Oh, I wrote it down.
Yeah, Pastel.
I did.
Look at you. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, I'll zip up to the middle of this little mountain and look out, and then a bunch of Grimm showed up. Barangals, right?
Why did they show
Yeah.
up? Can you tell me? Can you tell me why they showed up?
Because Phoenix yelled to me.
Well, now hold on. In my defense, you were just in a very precarious location, and I was worried for you. Okay.
It's kind of your fault that you were really far away.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't take any responsibility. Thank you, Pike.
So the Barangles showed up, and then you guys tried to leave through the valley, and then something showed up that really isn't supposed to be in this area, which were some sabers.
Sabers belong in the Solitas region. That doesn't make any sense.
Bum, bum, bum. This is when people are like, you made a mistake, DM.
But no, I did not.
But a
Or
story.
He did not.
But
Asher, where
what's
are
a
you?
story?
I am up on this little cliff because remember I zipped down because you guys were all
that's right.
insistent that I come down. Then all the bad stuff came, and then
there
I like
you
that
are.
my grappling hook was still attached. So then I zipped my way right back up.
You shimmy,
So-
shimmy
There you are. I
back
see
up.
you.
So here's a fun thing. I just remembered that I made you guys roll initiative at the end of last session, and I moved and cannot find my notebook, and I have no idea what our initiative order was. I'm gonna, off the top of my head, I believe Phoenix was first because Phoenix rolled like a 19 or something.
I remember specifically that it was, I don't know the order, but I know it was Phoenix, me, and Asher, then all of the Grimm, and then I think
Arashtra. Yes, that was the order.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, that is where we are starting today. These sabers have rolled up. They
I'm
are
ready.
looking pretty angry. You've got these barangles up top,
I want to make a bold declaration.
big and bold.
I will
bowl of
not take
decorations.
damage this round.
Great. Let's do it.
This encounter, I will not take damage. Timestamp.
DM
Tyke
DM
drills
makes a
into the
note.
mountain and hides.
All right, so top of the order is Phoenix. What are you doing?
I turn to my left, and I am fairly close. I don't rage out, but I like, raw, and I like, my claws come out, and I go for the first saber nearest me.
All right, so you run up. Give me your rolls.
13.
13. Was that number one? You got to give me 2 rolls. One for the left, one for the right.
Right, that's right. That was a much better one. So 14 plus. And this doesn't get an advantage, this doesn't get a an
Modifier.
extra buff, right?
Cool.
13, 14 modifier.
So both of those hit.
Thank
You run up to this
Heck
thing and you
yeah.
give it the left and then you give it the right and you just like sock it right in its saber mouth.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll 1d4 for the first one. Bam. That's +4.
Ooh.
So that's
Dang,
that's
nice.
the first hit. So 6.
6 for your
and
first
then I
hit.
roll my second one. Kapow! And that's a 3.
But you're going to be at a disadvantage because you leave yourself open when you take that one too. Cool.
But
So you
9
run up-
damage, man.
Yeah, you run up and you like sock this thing twice. It like kind of bumps back a little bit. You definitely kind of rocked its bean just a little bit, and you did that for 9 damage total. It's still standing there looking decently sturdy, but you definitely put a hurting on it. Next up in
All
the
right.
order is Mr. Pike Wright.
It's my time. And we've established like there's enough time that I can like shout out like, here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
to
you can
everybody, right?
talk at like at any point. That's a free.
Okay.
A lot of
All right,
callbacks for that.
Asher, looks like you're primed for that Barangle up there. Arashtra, do you think I should go help with the sabers or should I go after that Barangle to the right?
I think you should help with the sabers. I'm gonna climb.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So I have 30 speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna go ahead and get over there. My drill's gonna pop up, and it's gonna shift into cannon mode, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a hit on the saber that Phoenix attacked.
Go for it.
So that's going to be
Please don't hit me.
so that's a 7.
You promised at the top you would do no damage this round.
Look,
Is that-
7's not bad.
Okay, so yeah, you raise up your arm cannon, your cannon weapon. You shoot it. This thing sees it kind of coming in time and is able to kind of like cat drop its way as it sails right over its head.
Can I also use aura points this round?
Yeah, go for it.
I want to hit this boy.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use 3 aura points, and I'm gonna, as a bonus action, you may take an extra attack. So I'm gonna fire one more time. This time, I get a 11.
That is not going to be enough. So you fire this second one, and like it's so close, like you barely missed this thing. Again, cat-like reflexes. It's able to like dodge out of the way.
It just like
And,
Matrix dodges it. It just goes straight back.
Yeah.
It's like,
Let it be known that I tried.
We're now at Asher.
I guess I could just grappling hook my way up top, yeah?
Yeah, you're like we're gonna say you're like
That's
halfway
typically
up.
what they're for.
Yeah.
What's the range on your grappling hooks, by the way?
60 feet.
So that's not going to be enough to get you to the top from where you're at, but it'll get you maybe 3/4 the way up. Do you want to try to swing yourself up instead of climbing?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that. Give me an acrobatics check.
That's still good. Acrobatics is +5.
Okay,
So
that's
that's
perfect.
17.
You throw your grappling hook up, it latches, and you do like an awesome swing, Spider-Man style, and like vault yourself all the way up to land on this ledge. Next in the order is we're gonna have Grimm Saber.
He's all cannon.
This guy is going to turn at you
Come and get some.
since you punched it right in its mouth.
Doesn't even care that I totally whiffed the attack.
So yeah, this thing turns to you, and it is going to take a bite.
Crunch.
Okay, so it takes a bite at you, and it misses.
And then the other saber attacks.
And then and then the other saber,
Oh no.
it walks up, it turns around and like backs towards you and wiggles its butt at you.
That sounds right.
it gets advantage. That first one's definitely gonna hit anyway. So yeah, it rears back. It takes a bite at you, and it hits, grabs onto your arm, and it's going to do 7 damage.
Whoa!
Yeah, so it gets a good old bite of your forearm for 7 damage. It's those big old teeth.
Nose.
Next, we are going to go to this barangul that is way up top on the left-hand side. We're gonna consider behind you guys, kind of like south.
Yeah, let's do south, left, up,
Okay.
and sideways.
And square. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm confused already.
Cool. So this barangul is going to leap down towards you guys.
Then break its ankle.
Oh no.
And it stumbles and it's like, ow, my ankle. So what it does when it gets down here, it like turns and it like punches the rock wall right here and like knocks out this like huge boulder, and it picks it up and it like hurls it at Pike, and it falls a little bit short. It like definitely tried to see
I don't want
you.
to be
man.
here anymore.
They've got
Is that a hype
projectiles.
joke? On
If it could
Pike?
smash you with a boulder, and it rolled up, let's say about like kind of 20 feet short. All right, so next in the order is this barangul to the north. It is going to do the same thing where it leaps down.
I thought Chad was gonna get yeeted off the top there.
Oh, no, it's a different one. We
Oh,
haven't
well,
got,
don't
we
worry,
haven't
that
got
one
to that
says-
guy
oh.
yet.
Well, okay. What are their movements? Like
You can
800
only-
feet?
you can-
Yeah, like
Well, I mean, they've got very good climbing, and they are
Okay.
leaping down. So I'm
That's
giving them a
true.
little bit of a leap here.
they begin to
The old-
levitate.
The old Obi-Wan
So-
bonus.
This one does the same thing where right when it lands, it like smashes, picks up a boulder right over its head and hucks it, and it gets a little bit closer to Pike than the first one. Next in the order, we've got this other barangul near Mr.
Okay, if this
Asher.
one throws a rock at me, I'm calling it bad.
Shenanigans.
Yeah.
It runs up at you and it takes a punch at you, and I am pretty positive that hits. If you want to tell me your AC.
Yeah, my AC is 14.
Yeah, it definitely hits. So,
so much bigger than me.
I know.
so he runs up.
Yeah.
It's got like its fist raised. It like bounds towards you, takes a swing. You're able to kind of like get out of the way just a little bit. It kind of like clips you on the shoulder for 3 damage. But this guy is strong. And even though it didn't do a lot of damage, it knocks you back 15 feet and you land prone.
Whoa.
They
Thanks
got
so much.
they've got big old hands.
Eddie, is this the episode where we die?
I don't know, maybe.
Might
Not
be.
all of us.
Next in the order, we go to Arashtra.
I want to use my crossbow with dust to attack one of the sabers near Phoenix.
Uh-oh.
I also want to heal Phoenix, but I don't know if he has to be the target of my attack in order for that to work, or if I'm able to somehow. I can't redirect damage at this point, right?
Okay, so this is cool. This is something that I was wondering if you would think about with your semblance. So this is, let's say you've never attempted to do this before, and you're going for it. So you're gonna launch your arrow, and instead of taking the damage yourself, you want to give the damage to a Grimm and then heal Phoenix at the same time. The dexterity roll that we're gonna do for your arrow, that'll kind of determine whether or not like if this thing hits, like it's gonna have to hit, right? Because I don't want you to just be able to like superpower range whatever, right? So this thing's gonna have to hit for you to make this work.
So I'd like to move as far as I can up onto this cliff under the first overhang of rock if I can.
Cool. So Arashtra goes sprinting towards where this rock wall has kind of caved in, turns, slides, gets her crossbow ready, and let's see what happens. Oh, and with the dust.
I'm facing the sabers that are attacking Phoenix. I'm directing my semblance at Phoenix, and I would like to use purple dust
Okay, so gravity dust.
in an attempt to heal Phoenix while redirecting the damage. Okay?
Cool. What is the effect of gravity dust?
Disadvantage on attacks for the next 2 turns for the target.
Whoa.
Nice. Cool. All right, so give us the roll.
Oh no, the arrow switched and it heals the Grimm but hurts Phoenix.
Don't roll a 1, don't roll a 1, don't roll a 1, don't roll a 1.
Okay.
So 9 plus 4. Yeah, that hits.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that hits. So you fire this arrow. You like turn. You focus. You activate your semblance right as this arrow like hits the saber, and Go ahead and give your roll for how much you're gonna heal Phoenix. But then like the gravity, like the dust like shatters, right? And so some of it goes to heal Phoenix, and the gravity effect of this is almost like a little concussive blast that like kind of makes them a little bit loopy and now gives them disadvantage.
The healing was 6, by the way.
Cool.
And then
So Phoenix gets healed back.
Whoa.
How much damage
10.
was that? 10?
10.
Cool.
Yeah.
And that was to we're going to do it to the one that was
The
not
closer saber, the one that attacked.
Yeah. Okay, cool. The arrow like hits it kind of right behind its like its shoulder, and it kind of like makes a little like cry. Now it's got this arrow sticking out, and it gets concussed by the separation of this gravity dust.
Does anything happen to me in that moment in terms of like the gravity? Like I'm seeing this happen, so it obviously
No.
pulls
So
this
the
thing
gravity,
back,
the
right?
gravity effect only happened to that, and then you get the kind of recharge.
Sick.
And next, and that brings us back to you, Phoenix.
Can I shout to other characters not on my turn?
Yeah.
Phoenix, I just want to throw out that I've got some great AoE attacks, but you're too close right now.
And I say, little busy.
And then I say, hey, I completely understand that, and I don't want to interrupt what you're doing, but just to clarify, if you step back just a little bit, I could hurt both of them very badly.
So hearing this, I kind of am processing it. I just got this rejuvenating boost. I don't feel as like scared or
Yeah.
worried anymore about what's about to happen. And so I'm observing the saber, which I assume at least still has its giant freaking tooth in my arm. I go for a move here where I want to, while it's got its like mouth on my arm, I try to go right into shield mode because that's gonna effectively try to like bah.
Oh, that'd be sick.
No, that's awesome.
Hey,
So I go
real
for
quick,
I go to.
I'm also gonna yell real quick. I'm gonna burn you either way. So if I'm gonna attack, so just to be clear, I'm giving you a warning. Okay, cool. Go ahead, Chris.
Okay, so I see this thing, it's in my arm, and I go like bah, like I try to like wail on it right in the top of its head, and then right after I do that, I pop my shield open to.
All right, give me your strike.
Give me something
Got a little bounce.
good. Woo! Yeah! Natural 20, baby. Natural
so-
20.
Okay, so yeah, you like go ahead and give me your damage roll, and then oh wait, no, sorry. So you get to roll two of your damage die
my
for this,
D4s?
and then add a bonus. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you another half damage for the shield opening.
Oh hell yeah!
So that's 6 plus what's your bonus?
+4, so that's a 10.
So 10, and then I'll give you another 5 for the shield opening. So that's 15, and I think okay, so here's what's gonna happen. You rear back, you like strike this thing with your claws, and it like kind of shrieks a little bit and tries to pull away, then you pop the shield open, and you just like rip through the top of its head, and it dissolves.
Yeah.
I turned my attention to the other Grimm, and I got my shield up, and I'm like just like looking at it. I mean, I'm not readying anything, but that's just my natural state of being.
That resolves Phoenix's turn, and
Did he do
now
a movement action?
I'm still engaged with this fella, so if I try to do that, he'll take a advantage strike on me.
Yeah, I mean,
true.
he's right next to you. If you move anywhere, he's gonna.
I'm just saying, Pike's been yelling at you.
Well, Pikes.
All right,
Pikes-
you know what?
Pikes-
Oh, but
Because-
one's dead now. No, one's dead
Eddie, no, what, forget it. No, never mind. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna roll with what I just did because it was
You-
freaking
now.
awesome.
There you go.
You had a very cool turn, and you should be very proud of yourself, no matter
Absolutely.
what else
Very
happens.
proud. Pat myself on the
Pike
back.
he's a little embarrassed by it, but he's really embarrassed. He's ashamed right now because he's jealous. He really had like a cool move planned, but then like Phoenix.
you know what?
It was
You
really
should-
cool. It was great, and he's really happy for him. But
You should do something like even
love-
cooler and more risky
Yeah.
to make up for it, I think, Pike. Before we get to Pike's turn, Phoenix, give me a
yeah, that's
perception
fine. Let's
check
keep
real
it on
quick.
Phoenix. Yeah, that's fine.
What do you want?
Phoenix,
Sorry.
just give me a perception check real quick.
Whoa.
17.
Okay, you can't do anything about it right now because you just finished your turn, but you feel what you think might have been your scroll buzzing. Next up is Pike.
Oh. Okay. Question. Let's just say,
I regret nothing.
and then I go,
I hate you, Chad.
Phoenix, I think I heard your scroll go off. I got a question. Let's say I want to do something that'll create a bonfire with a 5-foot
Okay.
cubed radius, and I do it like right
Okay.
at the saber's butt. So it's like barely in. Would that hurt Phoenix since they're engaged?
If it's a 5-foot cube, no, it shouldn't. It'll make
All
like
right.
a little cube around the saber, but
Okay.
that-
Okay.
If it was like 10 or
So-
15 feet, it would definitely would, but if it's just 5,
Okay.
then...
I'm gonna
So
call
that's
this
what I'm
the
gonna
hemorrhoid
do.
attack.
I'm going to I'm in cannon mode, but I'm using I'm gonna create a bonfire. It's a cantrip, so it doesn't use dust. So any creature in the bonfire space, when you cast the spell, It's got a 60-foot range, so I should be able to just do it from here.
And I think we've said this before, but I want to just say again, as like kind of lore check, anytime we talk about using a spell, right, our characters aren't using magic. We're just considering this is something that they are firing from their weapon, that their weapon would be
I'm
able to do.
specifically firing in a way that will create a bonfire behind the saber. It has to succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, so you fire this thing, and you start a little fire right at its butt.
Right at its hindquarters. It's going to take 1d8 fire damage, and helping you out, Phoenix, the creature must also make the saving throw when it moves into the bonfire space for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. If it doesn't move, it'll take more damage.
Cool. So, give me your damage.
And it's going to be an 8. It's a 4. So, it's still...
Yeah, so you start a fire, and we got a little fire. Look at that!
Whoa, that is incredible.
And I can still move, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So this thing is catching on fire. It's looking pretty rough now, and now you're moving.
All right, and then I'm gonna just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away from boulder distance.
Next up in the order is Asher, who is
Great, I'm prone.
Yep. So standing up will take
up,
half
silly.
of your movement.
So I'm going to stand up, and then I'm just gonna prep an action for my next turn.
What are you prepping?
I want to be ready for him to come swinging at me again, because my plan here is to evade that punch and kick him right off this cliff.
Here's what I will say for that. So because you are preparing and you saw that this thing already hit you once, you know what's happening, you are readying the action, we'll give you advantage on it when this happens, because
Great.
you,
and is that
you knew
acrobatics
that
or
it's
dex or?
That'll probably be dexterity. Cool. So we are back to this other saber who is on fire.
Just his butt.
It actually is going to try to like move away from this fire.
Stay there.
So it's gonna like bound to the side, and now it's gonna take a bite at Phoenix.
I got my shield out still, so I have a +1
Nice.
to my AC.
It takes a bite at you, and your shield's like right there. You just kind of like pop it in the jaw back, and it just kind of like bulks a little bit. You stunned it. Yeah, like you when you like boop a cat on the nose, it kind of like does that. And
It like looks down its nose like,
Gracious headmaster, is there any chance that Chris booped him back into the fire?
no, we're not doing that. So
It was worth a shot.
all right. That is the Saber's turn. Now we are up to this first Baron Goal to the west side. So the Baron Goal comes down here, and it again, like as soon as it lands, it's looking at Arashtra, smashes a rock, picks it up. Arashtra, what is your AC?
13.
Okay, so it throws this boulder at you, and man, this thing like barely misses. You're able to duck, and it just sails like right where your head was almost bad.
Those cat reflexes.
So next Baron Goal is this one that is above you.
Uh-oh.
This guy.
Oh, that got
leaps-
real close.
Yeah.
So this one, it like jumps, leaps down, but like as it hits, it actually stumbles just a little bit as it tries to like throw its punch. Like there was some like loose gravel, like kind of as it hit. Because remember, this is all like very precarious, like rocks that have kind of tumbled down and stuff. It like
Right.
stumbles, and it swings at you, and like the fist sails like right in front of your face, and it was almost very bad. So Arashtra dodges 2 bullets in this turn.
Wow.
This Baron Goal runs up to Asher. So yeah, it runs up and it takes a swing at you, and I'm gonna give this thing disadvantage. So it runs up at you, and it does exactly what you predicted. I'm gonna give you a choice here.
Okay.
You didn't get hit because it didn't roll well enough. But so this thing is very big. So the process of dodging it and knocking it down, I'm either going to charge you some aura points, or you can win a strength contest with it.
In that case, I'm going to take the aura point, though I'm wondering if acrobatics comes into this at all, which I have ridiculous plus in.
To like get out of the way.
Yeah, the way this played out in my head was like I was ready for it to like swing at me, and I like kind of like dodged and used its momentum to like kind of like push it or kick it off the cliff. That's kind of how I was playing in my head. Not that I'm gonna like grab it and stop it, and be like,
Yeah.
That's just not gonna do that.
Yeah. So
catch it off balance,
here's the thing. One of the things that we can do with aura points, right, is just increase physicality. right? So we could make this more of like an acrobatic thing, right, where you're using its momentum against it, but you're still gonna have to roll to do it. Now, if you want to use aura points, you'll get advantage on that roll.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna burn the aura
Do
points
it.
because I want this to
Do
be
it.
like super sick.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, give me 2 rolls.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Roll the
just
second
for
one. Roll the second
funsies.
Yeah, just for
one. It could be a 20. It could be a 20. It's not. It's not a 20.
Not a 20.
It's not a 20 at all.
not.
Yeah, so it runs up and throws this punch, and then you anticipate it. You like get out of the way. You like just like dig in for this like awesome acrobatic maneuver, and like you vault this thing over the side of this cliff, and it tumbles down. And I'm gonna give it a chance to try to grab on and save itself. And it's because this is what you did is awesome. It's going to take damage either way. It's just more about like, does it fall all the way to the ground and take full damage, or does it catch itself about halfway? and
I
take
want
half
it to
damage?
so bad because I'm just imagining like Pike right down there, who's clearly focused on this fight with the saber, and then this giant gorilla
This
just
barnacle.
comes slamming behind it.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, this thing swung at you. You like used your aura. You like flipped this thing and just hucked it over the side, and it just falls all the way to the ground.
Oh, little did we know, it was the one that was empty and got yeeted.
So here's the thing. I know the way this normally works in D&D is that it's like a certain die per every 10 feet. Yeah, 1d4 for 10 feet. So
And this is like
we're just-
120 feet, right?
Yeah, we're just gonna say 100 for simplicity's sake. Yeah. So
Please
you
do.
vaulted over. It like smashes its way on some rocks on the way down, and like lands on its keys at the bottom. And
See, that's the worst part.
you did 30 damage to this thing.
Whoa.
With that one
Now-
turn. And it
Eddie?
stands up and it is looking.
What?
Or it doesn't stand up. It like hits and it's like. Sorry, I didn't mean to stand up. It's more about like it hits and bounces and this thing looks rough.
That's not the part we're worried about, the standing up part. We're worried about the part that you said it had 30 plus damage and it's still alive.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Oh man.
The Barangles are beefy
All right.
boys. So
All right, time to get them all up to the cliff.
Yeah, I know.
We gotta get them all up to the cliff and all back down.
that was an awesome turn. Okay, next in the order
Thank you.
we have Arashtra.
I'm gonna risk disadvantage and climb.
So it's going to take an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
So this is Arashtra's lucky day, right? So first you dodge the boulder from the one, you dodge the punch from this one, you like, so like as it landed, it swung at you, right? You duck underneath it, and it takes another strike at you when you scramble up the rocks, and it misses again. And now you've scrambled your way up out of the way from it.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Okay, so in doing that, I want to draw my windlass, and I'm gonna actually take aim at the other Barangol, and I'd like to use red dust in my with my arrow.
All right, so you use fire dust with it.
Whoa.
Oh man, so Arashtra. Okay, so yeah, Arashtra, you like dodge, get all this scramble all the way, turn, and then like in one cool motion, like fire this fire dust arrow at it, and you get to roll 2 of your damage die, add 1 bonus, and then you're gonna get to do the fire damage. Yes.
Oh god.
Ouch.
Rolls over.
Okay, well, hey, look, any damage is damage.
No, it's okay though.
Yeah.
So my first one was 6 damage total, and then I rolled a 1. So is that another 5 damage, or just with the 1 bonus?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, just the
7.
1 bonus. Yeah, it just gets the 1 bonus. So
Okay,
just 1
so
modifier.
8 total.
8, and then does it also take additional fire damage?
So it ignites whatever that area for an additional 1d6 fire damage for 3 turns. So we'll do
Yeah.
So yeah, you hit this thing for 8 damage. And
Whoa.
Oh, nice.
a fire starts for how much?
additional 5 damage.
Nice. And like a little fire starts underneath it. And yeah, that was
Dang.
well played. You got some slick
lucky.
turns going on here.
Yeah.
For everybody, but
No, everyone's had a really great. All of us have had a
Okay.
really great turn, and that's what's important.
one
to know.
conspicuous absence. Yep. So that's the end of Arash's turn, and now we are back to Phoenix.
So this big freaking Barangol just dropped behind me. Clearly, I'm gonna hear it. It's massive. So I hear it, and I had my shield up. I turn to look behind me, and in that, I kind of see everything that happened. Arash's running up the top from the Barangol. I see Pike is directly behind me. So what I would like to do, and this might be, we'll have to kind of fudge it a little bit, but what I want to do is I want to attack this thing, and then I want to ready an action, and I'll take the AP or the aura points to prepare for it.
Okay.
And what I would like to do will be really cool after I do the first thing, and then we'll go from there.
All right, let's do
Okay.
it.
Okay.
I'm equal comparts, confused and scared.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and with my shield, after I've done this thing, this buddy has just attacked me, and so I block it. And then with my shield, I want to come up and just go straight down into its head with the shield.
Ooh, nice. Do it.
I did not roll particularly well.
Okay, so yeah, you swing and you miss at this guy.
Totally fine. I'm still gonna do the thing even though this didn't work out really well. So I go for the hit and I kind of turn. So if you want to give me like a disadvantage on this, it's cool. I look at Pike and I say, "Go help Arashtra!" And I put my shield up like in a way that he could run and jump and launch himself off of it with his gun.
Oh,
And that's what I want to do.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah,
Against
you
the fella
swing. You swing at it. It kind of like bounds back out of the way, but then you like turn and like signal Pike, and you ready your shield. And so you're gonna have to spend some AP whenever this happens. You're gonna ready this action. We'll figure out how to give Pike some kind of
A little
boost or
rocket
something.
boost.
I acknowledge Phoenix, but I also yell at Pike. Little busy here.
So yeah, we are now to Pike.
What I want to try and do is I'm going to first. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go pop, pop, pop. All right, so I'm like ready to do this, and I'm gonna try and land on that second platform over there, like just to the west of the westmost Grimm.
Right, so you're using a good bit of your movement just to get to Phoenix, but because he's doing this thing and spending aura points, right? We're just gonna say like he's lending like strength or a boost to you. So
Do you want me to roll for strength on something or for something like that?
No. I think we'll be fine. It's gonna be. It's actually gonna come down to Carrie's acrobatics.
Fill me with your strength, Phoenix.
You've got it, but say it a different way next time.
Never.
So yeah, we can get you to the first landing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Acrobatics roll. Here we go. And that's actually a pretty good one. +2. 12.
Cool.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I'll give that to you because you guys are combining and he's helping you out and getting you there.
Yeah.
We like slips
so
a little.
Yeah, so you run up and you jump onto his shield and then he's ready for you. Boom, like pops you up and you jump off in that direction. And while you're soaring through the air, I'm guessing you're taking aim.
Yeah. What does bludgeoning damage push characters back?
No, it's just a
Dang it.
differentiator.
Arashtra, which one have you attacked so far?
The one closest to me, the one that's higher up.
Okay, I want to. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot my cannon at it as I'm soaring through the air because this is my cool moment. This is it. This is it.
Oh please.
And I shoot and I shoot and I got it. So that's a 12.
Okay, so yeah, you run up, you jump, he boosts you, you go soaring through the air, you take aim, and you fire, and you are just off on your trajectory and miss this thing while you're going through the air. But you made up a lot of distance, and now you're over there.
That's cool. Here.
Oh man, you tried for your cool moment.
Yeah.
Next up is Asher, who is now
Baffled
super far
by
away.
what he just witnessed.
Jump on his head.
I'm very tempted to do that. I'm just a little scared of the
Do
horrible
it.
repercussions that could happen.
He's prone,
Do
so I
it.
give you advantage on it. Just saying.
Pike yells from a distance. Stab him
I mean,
in the
it's
butt.
all right. I'm gonna leap off this cliff. You know, just dagger down. Like, can I survive that? Like, what's my?
Well, so
okay,
here's
good
what I was
point.
gonna
All
say.
right, okay.
I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, that's a long way.
That's a very long drop.
It's a very long.
I'd have
drop.
to
I
burn-
could
I'm assuming I
survive
have to
that. I'm
burn
not
aura.
sure.
Yeah, so you would have to burn aura to not like die.
Could you? Hey, real talk. Could you use your grappling hook to lower yourself like halfway?
Yeah.
And then jump off and do the cool thing?
Yes.
You know what the coolest thing is? Being responsible.
That's right.
All right, do that. Give me an acrobatics check. Just know that if you fail, there's going to be some
I know.
consequences.
Oh Jesus. Thank God, my
But-
acrobatics is 5, so I'm at 10.
Okay,
And
so you're
they're
at
prone,
10.
right?
They are prone.
Does that give advantage?
I give you advantage on it.
So okay, I get to roll again.
Yeah.
Don't roll into the rocks. Don't roll
Yeah,
into
stay
the
away
rocks.
from the rocks. They're bad. No.
Okay.
No.
you get super eager to go down and finish this thing off. You like hook your grappling hook in, like almost do that like reverse like belay down the side.
Pike's cheering like, do it!
Right, but as you're like unhooking to like drop and finish, right, it catches on some rocks and the glaive kind of comes tumbling down a little bit. You don't quite make it all the way to the bottom, but you are able to like catch yourself from falling, and now you're probably about, we'll say like halfway to 3/4 of the way down, and we'll say halfway, and you're on
Looks
that little
familiar.
landing. The next up in the order, we've got this saber that is facing Phoenix's back. It's going to get advantage on this attack, and
How's it looking?
it is hurt pretty bad at this point.
Great.
Okay, so it is going to attempt to leap on your back, and
Ooh. Rude.
oh, okay. So this thing just threw a nat 20 at your back.
Oh no.
So
You tried to give Pike his cool moment, and it's about to bite you in the butt. Literally.
Literally.
it rolled low on the damage, fortunately for you. So it turns at your back, and it just like pounces right on your shoulders, drives you like into the dirt. It does 5 damage, and you are now prone.
Only 5 damage.
Okay.
Yeah,
I will accept
it
you.
rolled low on the damage. So okay, so next up in the order, we've got Berengal to the west. It is going to turn towards.
Is that the one that's on fire? Does it take one more damage hit?
Yeah, it's going to take some more damage.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see it. It's like tumbling through the. Nice, cool. So
it's
3 damage onto this
Right in the middle.
guy.
It's not bad.
So it
Whoa.
leaps down towards Pike,
I'm regretting this.
and now it is going to take a swing at you.
I didn't need to save for Rostra. Rostra needed to save me.
So yeah, it leaps down, it takes a swing at you, and it totally misses.
Knows.
Oh, God.
Rears back for that punch, man. These things are having bad punches today, and it like pounds the ground like right in between your feet. And you kind of look at it like comically, like, oh, you know. Cool. So that was that Grimm's turn. The next Berengal, it turns and moves towards Rostra. It leaps and scrambles up the rocks. It doesn't quite get to where you are, but it smashes a boulder and is going to attempt to throw that at you. And okay, wow, these rolls. So it scrambles up the rocks. No, this is good for you. It scrambles up the rocks. It like pounds the boulder, like picks it up, throws it. It like bounces off that landing right in front of it and bounces back into its own face.
Oh,
Did it roll a 1?
God.
It rolled a 1.
Dang.
It took 10 damage from its own boulder.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Those boulders are spooky.
Next up in the order, we've got this Berengal
boy.
over here. It stands up, which is half of its movement, and it is not close enough to throw any rocks at anybody, but it is going to start moving, bounding this way. And we are back up to Arashtra.
I'm going to draw my crossbow, and I'm going to load it with blue dust and aim directly at the Berengal directly below me.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, we'll give you advantage on it since it's like it just hit itself in the face and it's like standing right underneath you.
Oh.
Oh, you didn't need advantage. All right, so what is the effect of the ice dust? Well, we'll roll it again just in case you get a 20.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I had rolled 19. Let's see.
Oh,
I rolled
Man,
19 without the modifier.
An
Okay.
actual 19, yeah.
yeah, MVP.
So the
What's
ice
the effect of
dust will freeze the target for 3 turns or until they succeed in a DC 13 saving throw. The attack deals an extra 1d4 cold damage.
Give me your damage roll, and yeah, it like beans itself in the face, and then you immediately get this out. And you just fire it like straight down into its chest while it's stumbling back, and it freezes in place.
Do you have a one-liner?
No, but I do
What's
have
the-
5 damage.
Chill out.
All right,
That's
so yeah,
enough.
You do.
Yeah.
Yep, it's frozen in place. Now we're going to Phoenix.
Okay, so it's pounced on me. I have to take a second to get up, so I roll over and I try to kip up. And as I do that, my shield retracts, and I would like to go for
The Dragon Ball Z smash. The double head, like.
yeah. I was thinking about doing that. I was thinking about doing just that. So I'll do that. So I go with both my hands straight down onto like its where like I guess its head, whatever's like the closest to me.
Give me your roll.
Big ol' 19 plus 4.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Go ahead and give me your damage.
A bow. That's a big old 4 plus 4.
So you like kip up and then you turn and then you like bash this thing right in the head and solidly connect it, whimpers, and dissolves.
Nice.
We are now to Pike.
Ooh, Pike's not feeling awesome. This is a rules question. I know that I normally only get 1 bonus action per turn. Is there any aura point shenanigans to get more than 1 bonus action per turn?
I mean, to be honest, I'll let you burn an aura point to
I'll do that.
an extra
All right.
bonus action. Yeah.
Okay.
So for the audience, Carrie is trying to do 2 bonus actions. He's not trying to do a multiple like big action. He's trying to do the little bonus actions like turning a weapon on. So yeah, he can do a couple, and I'm just gonna make him spend aura because he's doing this like superhumanly fast.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my normal bonus action. I'm gonna go back into drill mode, and then I'm gonna attack with my drill. So that's a d20 plus 4. Oh, it's not even gonna matter because it's 7. So I didn't even need to do it because I just failed.
Okay, so you did the attack, and
I sure did,
this thing it basically just like swats your drill away as you stab it. Cool. Next up in the order is Asher.
All right, I'm gonna just like hop on down just like that. Look at that.
Let's not get greedy.
How far away is this Barangol from me?
It's like 30 feet away.
Perfect. I'm gonna throw my glaive at it. Let's do it.
Right in the rock. Okay, that worked.
Oh yeah, and then with the hit is plus 5. That was 18 plus 5.
Yeah,
13.
so you glaive it right in the back. Go ahead and give me your damage roll.
Great. That is 1d8.
Do you think it hit the butt?
Sure.
Yeah.
You like throw that
about
glaive right in the cake.
Oh.
So what's your bonus on your attack?
Plus 4. So.
All right, so yeah,
12.
you do 12 damage to this guy, and it stumbles and it is hurting really badly.
I threw this dude off a cliff, and then I just like nailed him like right perfectly in the back, and he's.
Oh, this is worrying.
Oh my lord.
So next up in the order are the Grimm, but before they can do anything, the whole valley suddenly starts to get dark. Everything starts getting really dark, and you hear a sound as smoke swoops in, like descends from the mountain, kind of in this like vaporous like smoke form, swoops in, and you hear like the sound of like gunfire and like little like dust ammunition, like, but like it's so dark you can't even see anything. You hear right, one of the Barangles like kind of cry out under the darkness, right? You hear the one that was frozen shatter right where it was in front of you, Arastra, and then Carrie, you hear some dust like going off all around you. The darkness like starts to fade a little bit, and this one that's in front of the two, like the one that's near Asher is like is completely disappeared. The one that was in front of Arastra frozen is like shattered and gone. The last one that is left, right, like gets popped up in the air, and you see just like this blur of smoke and like darkness, and there's like boom boom boom, like this awesome team attack that just like completely dissolves it. Smoke like goes all the way up to like the north side of where this cave-in was, and there sitting at the top are 3 members of Team Smoke. This is Syl, Martin, and Mina, and they are all standing there, and they're kind of looking around after just like eradicating these Barangles. Sorry, actually, I think I said 3. All of them are standing
3
there, and as there's still like a little bit of, there's still, it's 3 of them are standing there, and there's like a little bit of smoke still kind of moving around behind them, and then that smoke dissipates, and now all 4 of them are standing there, but there is somebody else there too, and it is Daff, and he is bound and bloodied. And Syl kind of looks at all you guys, and he's like, Daff said we'd find you guys out here snooping around in the mountains. Isn't that right, Daff? And he kind of kicks him and pushes him over a little bit. And Daff kind of like grunts and struggles, and Syl looks down. He's like, so, what are you guys doing here?
We're about to beat your butt.
I'm so angry.
So Syl kind of looks at you guys. He's like, I heard you guys have been snooping around the hedges. What's that about?
Why do you have Daff? What did you do to him?
He's like, we didn't do much of anything to him. You guys put him in this position by snooping around where your noses didn't belong. So he kind of looks down at you, and he kind of smirks a little bit, and he was like, you can find a lot of work out here as a huntsman in Kuchinashi. A lot of people will pay to keep all kinds of things quiet. And kind of looks around at this little like landslide.
maybe I can clear some things up. And then I move towards them.
Right. So what? You just take a few steps towards them.
No one's ever looked threatening doing this.
Yeah.
Ever.
I'm not trying to threaten them at this moment. I can clear things up. So I'd like to move up towards them, and I would like to show them the coin that I have.
So still, again, he's like, I'm not going to repeat myself too many times. What were you guys doing snooping around in the hedges, and what are you doing out here?
And I say, we were looking for tacos. I heard they had the best tacos in the hedges, and I was disappointed. I got a couple of subpar turkey Grimm legs.
He kind of looks at you after you say that, and then he turns and he kicks Daff like in the stomach, and he's like, I'm gonna ask again. What are you guys doing out here?
And before he even finishes his sentence, I say, if you do that again, I will come up there and smash your head in again.
So that you can tell that kind of like annoys him. He kind of does one of those like shoulder like neck roll things. And he was like, so this sounds like you guys don't really want to talk.
Here, I'm trying to get up to them. So like, you're really far away. So maybe if you guys could come down here, we could work this out or something.
We're all huntsmen. There's no need for this. We're doing our jobs. We understand that you're doing yours. Will you just tell us why you're hurting Daff and what the problem is here?
He's like, I already said, a lot of people don't want things out here in the mountains being found. So we get paid a lot to keep it that way. And he kind of looks around at all of you guys again. And he's like, so seems like you have a job and we have a job. How do you propose we resolve this?
I'm walking up, and I would like to say, because I feel like I'm feeling rather emboldened currently. We're here for the Grimm. There are lots of Grimm here that have been causing some more problems than they need to be.
He kind of thinks about that and he nods. He's like, well, I don't see any Grimm around here now.
Yeah,
we can all
but we see our
leave.
friend up there, so why don't you go ahead and give us our friend and we'll be on our way.
While this is happening, I would like to try and sneak up behind them.
All right. So again, they are super high above you.
How far do I have to go?
Yeah, I think he's
They're
trying
like
to say
they're like
that
150
it's not going to
feet
happen.
above you.
All right.
Yeah. So he looks down and he's like, yeah, I don't know why you need to be snooping around in the hedges and asking questions. If
Listen, man,
all
we're just
you're
trying to
interested
get
in is
paid.
Grimm. So he kind of thinks about that for a second and he's like, well, same here. So I guess this is where we part ways. And he pulls up his scroll and he's kind of pushes a couple of buttons in it. And
he doesn't have my number 2, does he?
your phone starts buzzing. And so he's punching a couple of numbers into his scroll, or punching a couple of things onto his scroll. And while he talks, he's just like, well, I hate to cut this meeting short, but here's the thing. Like I said, some people want stuff out here to stay buried. So that's what we were out here to check on. And now you guys are here too. So 2 birds, 1 stone. You're going to leave Kuchinashi, or we're just going to bury you out here alive. And then as he says that, he pushes one more button, and you see a bunch of red lights come along the insides of these cliff faces, like flashing, like one after the other, all the way around you guys, and going high up above on the cliffs as well.
Are they beeping? Or are they just turning on? Or what's
Yeah,
the deal?
they are flashing red
And
red lights.
is there like an audible like?
Are they about
like,
to explode?
Yeah,
right.
there is a beeping noise.
I would like to kind of put my hands up. Just like, hey, all right. No need for a misunderstanding. Like you said, we're just trying to get paid.
And take Daff with us.
Why don't you just send Daff down to us, and we'll be on our way. All right.
Eddie, I still have my scroll out, right? Because I was looking for at Daff's message.
Yeah.
I would like to sneak a photo of them on top of the mountain.
Great. Yeah. go
Ooh,
for
I
it.
like that.
Okay, so I do that. I kind of like.
Does he have to roll to see how
conspicuously-
blurry it is?
Give me a deception check.
Do you remember what happened with the tacos, Carrie, when Chad asked that very similar question?
Well, but I'm leaving you because you're going to make such a good one.
Well, hopefully it's not super low. It's super low. But I have +4, so it's an 8.
Well, you're rolling against him.
Oh no.
Well,
And he rolled higher. Yeah, he sees you doing that, and he was like, "Oh, that was a real bad move." He leans back, and he's like, "Well, goodbye, team, whoever you are." And he kicks Daff down this thing, All of them,
No.
all of them start to turn up in smoke, and he pushes a button on his scroll, and then the smoke swoops out of this valley, and then boom, 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 all around these cliffs above you. This huge landslide starts as the rocks and the mountains start tumbling above you and down to where you're at. And
Am
that
I able
is-
to grab Daff as I roll?
She's
that is
pretty
where
close.
we
She's at the
will-
bottom.
That is where we will leave it for this week.
Monster!
No!
I hate them. I hate them so much.
The one thing that I do want to call out is that I didn't take any damage. I
Yeah,
said
but
I
did you
wouldn't take
deal any
damage.
damage?
Really not?
We'll see how long that holds.
I dealt a little damage, but I took no damage.
You took a little bit of emotional damage.
Oh, I took a lot of emotional damage.
We will figure all that out next week. How you guys are gonna avoid
You
this
monster.
Sudden death.
Okay.
The look on your faces as soon as the valley
Dude,
started
smoke.
dimming and the smoke started coming in.
Phoenix!
I hate them.
Saber's team.
We had plans. We all had plans.